Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new PTCGO Unbroken Bonds deck video, guys. Today's deck is going to be a Lucario Melmetal-GX tag team deck. This is a really cool card. I do like it. I think it's kind of underrated. It's actually got a lot of good things going for it. And I like it a lot. And instead of playing a stall variant of the deck, because let's be real, that'd be a little boring to watch. And plus, I think stall is kind of fading away because of how good Welder is, and because like there's so many turbo decks. We're going to be trying out Lucario Melmetal as like a attacking deck, and I actually do like this deck quite a bit. Playing around with it, it's really good. Plus, one of the appeals to playing this deck right now is you can beat fairy decks. Anyways, before we get into today's PTCGO video, guys, of course, shout out to the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG. If you guys need Unbroken Bonds codes, get them at Card Cavern TCG. It is the best place to get PTCGO codes. When you buy something from Card Cavern TCG, use discount code LDF. Get a 5% discount on your order, guys. And of course, you can get anything else there from Card Cavern TCG that's code related. But yeah, if you're looking for those Unbroken Bonds codes, get them over at Card Cavern TCG. And yeah, let's go straight into the deck. So we're looking at an aggressive Lucario Melmetal deck. And really, it's just Lucario Melmetal with a few basics to help us out. So Lucario Melmetal has 3 attacks. So it's got Steel Fist for a DC, you do 50 damage, and then you search your deck for a Metal Energy and attach it to this Pokemon. So it builds itself up pretty easily. You have Heavy Impact for 4 energies for 150. Not the worst amount of damage, I mean, it's okay. And we have Full Metal Wall, which is actually really good. So for a single energy, for the rest of the game, all of your Metal Pokemon take 30 less damage from attacks. So Lucario Melmetal gets really tanky. It technically then has 290 HP. However, if you have an extra energy on Lucario and Melmetal-GX, discard all the energy on your opponent's active. So one good thing about this is you could discard all the energy on an active that has a lot of energy on it. So stuff like Pikarom, even Reshizard, all that energy is gone. You slow them down quite a bit, and you do get the added benefit of being more tankier. And one way we're going to combo Lucario Melmetal to its fullest potential is with Metal Core Barrier. If this is attached to a Metal Pokemon, they take 70 less damage from attacks, and then you discard Metal Core Barrier at the end of your next turn. So the idea is, attach Metal Core Barrier to Lucario GX, and then it has 70 more HP technically. And if we do Full Metal Wall, Lucario Melmetal is going to be taking 100 less damage from attacks, which is really insane. So Metal Core Barrier with Lucario is a dirty combo, and that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and tank, and slowly whittle away with Steel Fist and Heavy Impact and try and win that way. We have things like Crushing Hammers to slow the opponent down. We have Power Plants to slow them down too. So it's all about just kind of tanking them. And we have some other basics for support. We're playing Dhelmise, just to allow us to do 60. Not only then does Steel Fist 2-shot Zapdos, it can also knock out Zoroas and other 60 HP basics. We can also play 2 Dhelmise or play a Kukui if we want to deal with Jirachis also, by the way. We're going to be playing Absol to slow down those Jirachis, and really any other deck too. Like even Dedenne can get punished by Absol. We got Marshadow to slow the opponent down. 2 Marshadows could be good, but I am going to be running 1 copy of Judge. And we are going to be running 1 copy of Larvitar in the deck with Second Strike. This deck will struggle against Pikarom in my opinion. So having Larvitar just means you have a better chance against Pikarom. Anyways, going into the items now, which makes up a huge chunk of the deck. I am playing 1 copy of Adventure Bag. It does allow you to search your deck for multiple Metal Core Barriers. You can also get your Frying Pans, so that's why the Adventure Bag is in here. Just counts as like a 5th Metal Core Barrier. 4 Crushing Hammers. Again, we're going to try and slow the opponent down a little bit, so we can kind of just spam Crushing Hammer, try and whittle away their HP a little bit, or their energy, slow them down as much as we can. 1 Enhanced Hammer. I would recommend 2, but I have not run into that many special energy decks, so I mean, we're going to run Enhanced Hammer, just 1 of them. Instead, Crushing Hammer we get more value out of. Plumeria can be put in this deck too if you guys really want to. I am playing 4 copies of Nest Ball just to go all in with our basics. I am playing 2 Pokégears. Again, Pokégear is one of my favorite cards to play at the moment. This card is so dang good. It's so useful to have. Like, people aren't playing this card enough, and I'd recommend playing it, so we're playing 2 Pokégears. I am playing Stretcher. This is something that can be taken out of the deck, but if you ever need to like get your Absol or Marshadow back, the option is there. But this is something that can be removed. I am playing 2 copies of Switch. If we don't start with Lucario Melmetal. We got 3 Ultra Balls to help us out search. We got our Nest Balls. It's an all basic deck. We don't need to go insane Ultra Balls. Again, 3 Power Plants. This is a stadium of choice, but Power Plant is really good because they don't have Lele, they don't have Dedenne, they don't have Zeraora, they don't have stuff like Whimsicott's ability, just to name a few. So it's really nice to have Power Plant to slow the opponent down. I am playing 3 Acerolas. Again, with the whole tank aspect of this deck, along with Acerola, we can keep healing our Lucario Melmetal. It's a really good combo. I am actually going to be running 4 bills. Now, obviously, we're not playing greens in this deck, because we do play a lot of abilities to help us out, so we can't really run green. So instead, going to be playing Bill's Analysis to be able to look at the top 7 cards of our deck, and this is just better for this deck instead of greens. I am going with just 2 Cynthias for draw, 3 Lilies. Again, we have the Bill's Analysis and the Acerolas. I am going to be running our Guzmas, just 2 of them. 1 copy of Judge to kind of slow them down a little bit, hopefully. I am playing 1 Choice Band. Still useful to have Choice Band for Lucario Melmetal to do like better numbers, especially 180. I am playing Forest Metal Core Barriers. Of course, this is one of the hearts of the deck because it gives Lucario that extra tank. I am playing only 2 Frying Pans. I would recommend maybe 3. We don't need 3. I honestly can get away with 2. But Frying Pan, obviously, very important at dealing with those fire matchups because it gets rid of your Lucario's weakness. 4 copies of DC, very important cards so that we can do Steel Fist. And I'm only going to be playing 6 Metal Energy, so that's going to round out the Lucario and Melmetal deck I built here. Another quad-ish, even though I don't play 4 Lucario Melmetals, you get my point, it's like a quad-type deck. Another quad tag team deck. I know, there's a lot of these quad decks that are going to be popping up now, so get used to it, guys. So yeah, let's go get some matches with our deck here and see how we fare. Alright guys, let's go do some matches with our Lucario and Melmetal deck, see how we pair against the meta. And it looks like our first game is up against Pikarom, which is going to be pretty tough. Any Lightning deck, I think, Lucario Melmetal will struggle against. So this is going to be a little tough to beat for sure. This is one of our harder matchups for say, mainly because they're resistant. What I'm hoping we can do is maybe get a good full metal wall off. Now, on stream yesterday when I played my Lucario Melmetal deck, I ended up actually playing against Pikarom deck. And it turned out to actually be a pretty good match. And we do have our Larvitar in the deck. So, we have a few answers to my opponent. We'll see how this goes. Definitely not a good matchup, though, I would say. It definitely is going to be a bit harder. Viridian coming down. So, I think what we'll do is we'll Ultra Ball for... I don't really know. But we want to do Ultra Ball here, and we want to be able to get another Pokemon down. Then we can do a big Lillie, try and get DCE. And as long as we can get full metal wall off, I'm happy. And we can maybe use it against Pikarom to potentially like get rid of all of his energy on his active. So that's going to be one of our strategies. I did it on stream yesterday and it went pretty well, so we shall try again. There's a Lillie for my opponent. Maybe we can grab Marshadow or something. We'll see. I don't want to play the Frying Pan down. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. I did not mean to move OBS. But maybe we can use Frying Pan. Or Metal Core Barrier, sorry. Metal Core Barrier, Marshadow, and a DC is what I'm looking for here. There's an Absol. We might as well play that down. Doesn't really matter because they're Aurora, but you know what? We might as well put it on the bench. We'll get rid of a Frying Pan and probably just Metal. We should be okay. We can get Dhelmise. We're not going to knock him out, though. I think it's best just to get Larvitar here. I think Larvitar is pretty good. No. No, we'll grab the Marshadow. We'll get ready to Marshadow him. We'll Lillie for 5. Will we find a DC? We do. And we get a Metal Core Barrier, which is really good. And we can Marshadow my opponent. Hopefully this does not come to bite me and I get a bad hand. But ideally this is a good turn 1. We got the Metal Core on. Got Marshadow. There's a Power Plant. We shut down Zeraora, which is really nice. There's a Crushing Hammer. I'm not going to play that though. We're just going to Steel Fist. If I play the Crushing Hammer, he just does Coco Prism on Zeraora and Pikarom. No point. Alright, we're in a pretty good spot. The only thing missing is obviously the supporter. We do have some Pokégears though. I'm telling you, man, Pokégear is one of my favorite cards to play right now. Like, I have thrown Pokégear in almost all of my decks, just because the ability to look for a supporter at the top 7 cards of your deck is super good. Like, it is amazing. I love Pokégear. It is one of my favorite cards right now. We'll see if my opponent's able to do anything right now. The Choice Band. So once again, we do have the Metal Core on, so he's going to be doing 70 less damage. So essentially, we're taking the brunt of 2 Electro Power lesses. So he has to play 2 Electro Powers if he even wants to do 10 less damage to us. So that's pretty impressive. So we got rid of the Coco, which means we can start playing Crushing Hammer. There's a Cynthia top deck, that's really good. We do indeed get heads, which is good. We can keep willing away at that thing. Well, Cynthia, looking for another barrier. I'll take the Acerola. Honestly, guys, I'm kind of feeling the full metal wall. I'd rather save it, though, for Pikarom, but I kind of want to do it right now. Just because I want to be able to activate its ability. I think we'll just Acerola next turn. Yeah, we'll just do Acerola if he attacks me. He's not going to knock me out. We have 206 HP. We should be safe. Especially because we got rid of one of his energies, so he's a bit slower now. What do we get? Another energy is really good. So we start doing heavy impact and 2-shotting the Pikarom. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to Acerola. Oh my gosh, my opponent just conceded the game. Wow. I actually did not expect my opponent to scoop there. That was really good. I guess the Marshadow and the Power Plant and that Crushing Hammer kind of came together and just kind of ruined my opponent's day. That was a pretty good concede. And now we got 600 coins. So we have enough coins to buy a couple of packs now. I'll buy that after. It's still the beginning of the video. So we'll buy 3 packs a little later. And let's see what we're up against next. Okay, another lightning deck. There's a lot of lightning and fire right now, so I mean, if you want to play like Zoroark, Lucario, Gyarados, be my guest, because I'm telling you, that's something I cooked up and I'm liking. I feel like we can beat Zapdos. I feel like Zapdos is a better matchup for us than Pikarom is. Oof, we didn't get a DC start. That'll happen. We can always build on, try and find something to help us out. We didn't really get the best starting hand, though. Double Guzma is not really important. We'll see what kind of deck this is. Another Pikarom. Alright, everyone's playing Pikarom today. Okay. We'll see how we do here. Double Pikarom matchups. We'll see what happens. We beat the last one because my opponent conceded. If my opponent wasn't able to do full blitz that game, or that turn, we probably would have just hit him for 150 and just kept the pressure on. We'll see what he does. If we can find a DC, it might honestly be better to do full metal wall. Get rid of all the energy, maybe. I don't know. I want to wait for him to play the Coco Prism before I do hammers and full metal wall, because it just kind of feeds him. Unfortunately, though, we did get the bad hand, which kind of sucks. He might Marshadow me, though. We'll see if he does. He actually gets rid of an Electro Power. Interesting. We'll see if he goes for Marshadow here. I hope he does. I would like to get a new hand. Even though, like, if Bill's Analysis gives us Ultra Ball, we can get Marshadow, get a new hand, go from there. Or we could do maybe a Lillie, I don't know. We can play the Metal Core Barrier, prevent damage, which is good. I wouldn't mind playing Field Blower in this deck, by the way, or even like Megairna, just so you can take out the Frying Pan and then throw on a Metal Core Barrier, so there are options. We'll see what my opponent gets. He is going to get a switch off of that, unfortunately. Let me click out of the discard pile. Lob effect coming down, that's fine. We don't really need to worry about that. If anything, he doesn't have Coco Prism anymore, does he? Yep. He doesn't have Coco Prism anymore, which is really good. Now we actually get value out of playing Crushing Hammer. Oh, and there's the Marshadow. He actually hit all of that off of that Lillie. That's a little astounding, but okay. Alright, hopefully we can get a Lillie here or a better hand at the very least. There we go. That's a good hand. Double Crushing Hammer, Cynthia Pokégear. Can we draw a DC? We do a Metal. Alright, so we'll play Crushing Hammer. We do get heads. We'll try and get a Lillie here. And we get Lillie. Alright, things are going pretty well for us. And hopefully we get DC here. We do not. We do get Power Plant. Don't really need to play it. I can do full metal wall. I don't really see a point in that. We'll plop that on. He's gonna switch out. I'd rather save my Power Plant. He's gonna pass. I could have gotten Absol actually, but I don't want to get rid of anything in my hand. If I can draw an energy too and he damages me and does a decent chunk, we can Acerola. But we have the Metal Core Barrier on, so he's not going to be doing as much as he probably wants to do. And he doesn't have Coco Prism Star anymore, so getting rid of that lightning was good. I don't know why he played down the Wobbuffet. That's really confusing. So we don't have any Prism Stars in this deck. So, like, what was the point of playing Wobbuffet down? That was weird. There's a Escape Rope, yeah. So we didn't really need to play that in Power Plant. Like, I'd rather save it if we need to bump Thunder Mountain. So it's fine. He probably won't even do much damage. Like, Zapdos would only do 10 damage to me. Again, he'd have to play 3 Electro Powers if he wants Zapdos. And just in general, because of Metal Core Barrier, he has to play 3 Electro Powers if he wants to go above the normal damage he would usually do to us. If we Full Metal Wall him, we're preventing damage by 100 with the Barrier, which is just insane. There's a Lightning going on, and just a pass. My opponent's not going to do anything. Which, don't really need it. I think we'll Crushing Hammer. Tails. Alright, we'll play down the Power Plant because I don't want to draw it. We'll Cynthia. There's a DCE. Yeah, might as well play. We do have a Venture Bag, which we will 100% play here. Get 2 Metal Core Barriers. Slap that on. And sadly, we're not going to knock him out. It's fine, though. And I'm not going to put energy on because I don't want to get Tapu Koko GX'd. Even though, like, obviously he's not going to be able to do it this turn, but you know what I mean. If I have too much energy on my Lucario, he comes in with Tapu Koko. He's in trouble. We can judge him next turn, try and slow him down. We're 2 for 2 on the Crushing, or 1 for 1 on Crushing Hammer. It's not too bad. Alright, let's see what he does. I'm hoping my opponent just goes Zapdos, does 10 damage to me, maybe 40 with Electro Power. That would be pretty good for me. There's a Stellar Wish. Okay. We know he has the Escape Rope in his hand. This is also why it was good that I didn't bench anything. He could also just Escape Board or switch if he wants to, but whatever. We need to start damaging the Pikarom, though. But again, if he ever builds his Tag Bolt up, we'll just Full Metal Wall all the energy off, which is a good plan on my end. See what he grabs. It's a long Stellar Wish. He must be thinking really hard about what he wants, because I'm predicting he's like, yo, I need to figure out how I'm going to damage this thing. There's a Thunder Mountain. Alright, we need to counter that Stadium ASAP. I mean, if we knock out Jirachi this turn, bump, and we also judge him in the same turn, I mean, that's actually really good. Is he going to play down the Thunder Mountain, though? I'm actually curious to see if he's going to do it. Because what value is he going to get out of it? Unless he's able to, like, hit an energy switch. Yeah, he's not going to play it down, I figured. Alright, this is fine. We can judge him. There's an Ultra Ball. Once again, we don't need to play it. Slap on another barrier. We'll judge. Alright, nice. We got Guzma. We'll Steel Fist him. So next turn, we'll Guzma the Pikarom, I think. Again, we gotta be a little careful for Tapu Koko GX, because it's the only thing that can put a decent chunk of damage on me. But we'll see how this goes. Our first prize of the game, and it's on a Jirachi. That's amazing. Hopefully Judge sticks, though. We did get rid of his Stellar Wish play, and Power Plant's still in play. He didn't bump the Stadium. He's played 2 of his supporters. He can't play Tapu Lele, because Power Plant, so hopefully this Judge kind of worked on him. This is kind of what you want to do, like being able to lock him with Judge and Power Plant is pretty good. So hopefully this comes in. We have a lot going for us. Power Plant's in play. We gave him a new hand. We knocked out his way to get a supporter. He can't do Zeraora or Tapu Lele. He can't do Tapu Koko Prism Star because of Wobbuffet. So I'm hoping that this Judge Power Plant combo sticks. I'm hoping this works. We're going to need all the help we can get if we want to take my opponent down here. Because again, he's resistance to metal. Because he's very fast and aggressive, it's really hard to deal with. There's the energy switch. I'm predicting he's going to get the full blitz off, and then we'll do Full Metal Wall. Maybe Acerola Full Metal Wall on a Lucario would be really good, but we can't do that. There's a Choice Band. Alright, he's still not obviously going to knock me out. It's a Nest Ball. If that last card in his hand is a Lillie, don't know what to tell you. I mean, that's some really bad luck. point of playing Judge if it just gives them the perfect hands to do a Lillie for 6? I swear, dude. Such BS. Alright. Let's see what he does here. Is he going to build himself up? If he puts all the energy on the active, we knock him out. Dang it. He's smart. Alright, we'll have to play Marshadow. Or maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know. Whatever. What do we get? Okay. Still got another Lucario, which is important. That's what I was trying to do here. I mean, I could attack him and then go Larvitar. Whatever. Let's do Full Metal Wall. He's also stranded, too, because of the Power Plant. We have another one in our hand, so that's good. Dang, bro. I'm actually cheesed he got that hand off of that Judge. I'm like, I have so much going for me. We got Power Plant in play. We got rid of his Jirachi. We gave him a new card up. We gave him a new hand of 4, and this guy still manages to get everything he needs to do a Lillie for 6. I'm telling you, man. People who complain about Marshadow and Judge are, like, living in another planet because they never seem to work for me. Okay, there's a Guzma. That's fine. He's gonna bring out the old Lucario, though, most likely. Oh, he's actually gonna go for Marshadow. And he's bringing out Wobbuffet. Okay. Because Wob needs to be on the bench. That's right, I forgot. It's not... He needs to be on the bench for Coco Prism's ability. That's whatever, though. He's still stuck in the active. Power Plant's in play. I probably should have done Lillie before I did the Marshadow last turn. It's fine, though. We'll see what we can do here. Is he going to be able to get the Wob out of the active? He is. He's going to go for Escape Rope, which is pretty annoying. I think we just go with the other Lucario so we don't get it knocked out. I mean, guys, I'm trying my hardest to navigate this matchup because it is not an easy matchup for Lucario. Pikarom is not an easy matchup for Lucario Melmetal. Even if we were playing Lucario Melmetal, Hoopa, Regigigas, Stall, or something like that, we would still probably struggle against this deck because it is still a tough matchup for us to beat because of my opponent's ability to just be able to, like, just do crazy things. There's an Ultra Ball. Might as well play it. I don't know. I don't know. This is not good, though, guys. I'll tell you that right now. This is not very good. Might as well just get Absol. If Power Plant can keep staying in play, we might as well go grab Absol. I don't need Larvitar. Plus, it's just an easy target for him with like Zapdos. Alright, this is not good, folks. Do we want to play the Metal? I think I have to. I don't want to because of Tapu Thunder, but I need to thin the deck out. We have no cards in our hand. We still have most of our supporters. We still have a Pokégear, so we'll see how this goes. Again, navigating this matchup is tough. There's a Guzma. Yeah, figured they would get one off of Stellar Wish. They're probably going to knock out the Lucario here. That's fine, though. It did its job. He's going to knock me out, right? 130. Oh, no, he's short because of Full Metal Wall. Can we draw an Acerola? That sucks. Oh, my gosh. Yo, he conceded the game? What? Yo. This guy just conceded. Oh, my gosh. Yo. Tell us we're not 2-0 against Pikarom. Oh my gosh. Let's flippin' go. Alright. Big dubs, boys. Big dubs. Speaking of big dubs, we're gonna go buy some packs here. Open them up for you guys. I can't believe he actually conceded there. Yo, he actually, honestly, because I drew Larvitar, we were in like a really bad spot. Our hand was not good, obviously, and we weren't even gonna knock him out. I don't know, why did he concede? That was insane. We got lucky, though, that Power Plant stuck that whole time. We do get the new Gengar. We got another Welder. How many Welders do I have? Okay, I got like 5. Okay, that was a really good game. Showing off Lucario Melmetal against probably our toughest matchup, guys. We got another Greninja. The pull rates in this set have been bad, by the way. A lot of people have been saying that they're not very good. So I won't be surprised we don't get anything good here. Yeah, crap packs. I kind of figured. We do get a Dust Stone. Don't really care about that, though. Can't believe we won, though. 2 games in a row against Pikarom. I'm feeling good about myself. So, I'll see you guys another match, I guess. Alright, guys, let's go get another match with the Lucario deck here. Pretty good matches, man. Beating Pikarom twice in a row is good, considering it's one of our worst matchups. And we are going to be up against Give Me Your Cards. So, interesting name. We'll see how we do here. We win the coin flip. No, we don't. Totodile letting us down. Looks like we're up against Greninja with Incineroar, maybe. We'll see if it is going to be a Greninja Incineroar deck. It's a Dark Psychic deck, so it could be anything. Could be anything. We're going to start with a Larvitar. Not good. We actually don't have any switches in our hand. I don't mind our hand, though. Getting the Metal Core, the Nest Ball for Lucario is pretty good. Larvitar is good in this matchup, but not right now. Yeah, it's going to be a Greninja Zoroark tag team deck. We'll see how this matchup goes. I don't know if it's good or bad. So, I think what he tries to do is he plays down Sharpedo, and I think Sharpedo's ability discards cards from the top of the deck or something to get energy on. There's a lot of ways to play Greninja and Zoroark tag team. There's like, you can play with Sharpedo, you can play with Naganadel, you can play with Incineroar, you can play with Darkrai GX. I don't know, I'm pretty excited to try it out though. There's a few ways to play it, which is pretty good, so there's a few videos I can make on that. There's Ultra Ball. We'll see what we can do here. We're going to go probably Crushing Hammer, and depending on what we draw, we'll have to do Bill's Analysis. I don't want to lose Larvitar, because I would prefer to use this, because Larvitar is good in this matchup, obviously, to one-shot him. So hopefully we can get some value out of doing Acerola. Oh, he's going to get a Marshadow. Okay, that's fine. Not really, though, because I actually did like this hand. It's going to attach to Carvanha, Choice Band. Oh, he had the Lillie Marshadow set up. That's pretty annoying. Even if we got DC, we'd only do like 20 to him. We'll see if he goes for Marshadow. He probably will. What did he get off the Lillie, though? Did my opponent find any Greninja and Zoroark? So they get any more Carvanhas? Let's see. I think Crushing Hammer and Full Metal Wall are going to be really important here to win. A deck like this could honestly hit really good numbers on me to knock me out. Viridian coming down, that's fine. Don't really know if we need Power Plant unless they're playing Darkrai GXs and Incineroar. I doubt it, though. They're probably playing Darkrai GX. They might be playing a couple. We'll see. Yep, there's the Marshadow. So they didn't get any Greninjas, which is good. They're going to give me a new hand. Hopefully we can get a Lillie here or a Pokégear. Let's see what we get. We actually need to get another Pokemon. Perfect. That's even better than last hand. We got the Lucario, the Hammer, get rid of the energy. We got Full Metal Barrier, whatever it's called. And let's see. Nothing else for my opponent. Alright. There's a Nest Ball. We're going to definitely get... I was going to say we can get Absol. Might as well just get Dhelmise. That kind of sucks that we prized our Absol. I was going to play it here. Crushing Hammer, Tails, that sucks. I might have wasted that, to be honest. Whatever. Okay, yeah, we didn't get any switches. We'll attach. Play another Crushing Hammer. Alright, there we go. We got heads. I'm tempted to Viridian away the Venture Bag. I'll just pass. I was going to play Venture Bag too, just to thin the deck out a little bit. It's fine though. Hopefully we'll see what Marshadow gave him. Hopefully gave him a bad hand maybe. I don't know. Gonna get rid of Viridian Forest. That's fine. More counter stadiums, the better. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have attached the Metal Core Barrier, because like there's probably like a good chance that he's not going to be attacking me here. And there's Sharpedo. Alright, let's see what Sharpedo's ability does. I'm pretty sure it discards the top cards. I guess we'll find out what my opponent does. When you play this Pokemon, you may look at the tops of cards, touch any number of dark. Oh, never mind. I thought it discarded. Yeah, that's fine. What does this attack do? 60 and 20. Okay. There's a DC. I was annoyed that that would happen because I was gonna retreat Larvitar and then go into Steel Fist. Alright, let's do Adventure Bag for Frying Pan. We'll attach a Frying Pan to my guy now. Attach DC, Lillie. Switch. We got it. And we got Acerola, which is good too. And we'll Steel Fist him. Would have been a good turn also to do Full Metal Wall. It's fine though. You can kind of see how this deck can be threatening though. Building up Lucario Melmetal is not that hard to do. So, he's probably not going to attack me here. Yeah, he's going to scoop actually. I figured he would concede the game. Honestly, the fact that we've been winning our games because of concessions makes me pretty happy. Interesting. Yeah, again, there's a lot of ways to play Greninja Zoroark. Looks like we got to try out that Sharpedo build. I don't even know if I have any Sharpedos. Alright, let's go do another match. The games have been pretty good. Alright, let's see what we run into. Oh, let's go. A fairy deck. This might be Whimsicott, though. I don't know if it's going to be Gardevoir Sylveon. I don't see Psychic for Mismagius. But, I mean, hey, we got the Power Plant, so they're playing Whimsicott. I mean, this is quite literally the best matchup we could ask for. This is why there's some appeal to playing Lucario Melmetal. It can be an annoying deck that can kind of win games against stuff like Zapdos. I feel like this deck can also pretty easily beat Zoroark GX. Depends on how the matchup plays out. Obviously, you're going to struggle against something like Pikarom and Reshizard, but one of the selling points, another Larvitar start, one of the selling points of this deck is that you beat the Fairy archetype, so you can beat Guardy Sylveon, which is really good. That's one of the good things about this deck. Playing Gardevoir GX. Okay, so we're not going to get donked. I think I'll just go for Bill. Nest Ball, we'll take the Ultra Ball. Take Ultra Ball, and I guess Enhanced Hammer. Get rid of Pokégear. We can get rid of the Hammer. I know it's good to get rid of DC, but if they're playing Gardevoir, I'm expecting them to be playing, I don't know what I'm trying to say. We're going to set up a retreat play next turn. Actually, let's just retreat now. Screw it. We'll just pass. I'm not going to play the Metal Core Barrier. I don't really care if he does 10 damage to me. Not going to matter in the long run. If he's playing Gardevoir, he's going to be using Triple Energy Acceleration, which is something that I do want to try out too. There's a lot of different things to try out from this new set, including Gardevoir GX with Triple Energy Acceleration. So there is something to consider trying out in the future. I mean, this matchup should be an auto win, though. I don't really know if my opponent can do much, especially if we knock him out here. Oh, he's playing this Gardevoir, too. He's still going to be playing Gardevoir GX, though, most likely. Yep, there's the Guardy GX. Does he have Rare Candy in his hand? He's probably got a Lillie, so he's setting things up. Yep. Now we really want to knock this thing out, because we can knock it out and then set up for Heavy Impact the next turn. Oh, he's going to escape, bro. No. I was annoyed and scared that something like that would happen. Oh, we drew a switch. There you go. Alright, let's go Crushing Hammer. We do get heads. Switch into Lucario. We'll attach. We'll Cynthia. Will we find one of our DCs? We do not. We get a second chance, though. So Marshadow again. We also do get rid of his Lillie hand with that Gardevoir Rare Candy. Okay. No. We did not hit what we were wanting. Now, I don't know if this is a good idea or not. For the remainder of the game, your Metal Pokemon take 30 less damage. We're going to go for Full Metal Wall. I know we're not going to get rid of any energy, but a deck like Gardevoir, because of Secret Spring and Triple Energy Acceleration, honestly, it doesn't really matter if we get rid of all of his energy or not. So, I'm perfectly fine with just going for the Full Metal Wall now. Just make him do 30 less damage. I think is going to be really relevant the whole game. There's a Viridian. I can take advantage of that. We'll see if he gets Rare Candy Gardevoir here. Again, our judges and Marshadows this video have not been good, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had something in his hand. He does not. Alright, nice. There's DCE. Don't need to attach that. Ooh, actually, we don't have a lot of metals in the deck. Interesting. Well, Cynthia, probably just wanting to get Crushing Hammer. Another Metal Core is pretty good. Well, Steel Fist. Do we need to touch Metal Energy? Yeah, I think we will, because if he gets Gardevoir, we can then do Viridian and then get the Metal Energy on. We do have Power Plant, which is good too. We can also shut down Secret Spring and potentially any other shenanigan abilities he can do. So it looks like our Marshadow worked this time. This is good. It's a feels good man moment. Okay, there's a Diantha. They can get back Lillie. Probably they're going to get back Ultra Ball if they have a Marshadow. Actually, no, they don't. It looks like they're playing like a Ranguru too, or Sylveon. Oh, they're gonna get Escape Rope. That's fine. It looks like they want to play the long game here and try and keep forcing stuff from the active spot, which is fine. Yeah, they're playing Sylveon. So I guess he could use Plea on me, which would be annoying. Honestly, though, we can just retreat, go into Lucario again, and just keep knocking him out. They're gonna play Escape Rope, right? They might not. They're spreading their energy out. Do they want to sacrifice a Rolls with an energy on it? I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, this is one of the selling points about playing this deck. If you run into a fairy deck like Gardevoir, you kind of win. So this is one of the reasons why it's pretty good to play this deck. We'll take Absol, Crushing Hammer. Get rid of the energy on the bench just in case we don't switch and he does like Guzma or something. I don't know. Will we get our switch? No, we don't. I think we'll take Lillie. We'll get rid of Nest Ball. That's our last metal in the deck. That's fine. We can probably... we should get one off the prizes anyways. We do have a 1 retreat cost. Bump his stadium. So now he doesn't have Lele. I guess we'll attach the barrier just in case. We'll Steel Fist. See what we got off the prizes. But again, yeah, any fairy deck like this, you should be able to beat pretty easily. Like, this matchup is, like, probably our best matchup we could get outside of Gardevoir Sylveon. And yeah, this is why the deck can be good to play, because you have an answer to Gardevoir Sylveon decks, or just, well, I guess this is Gardevoir Sylveon, even though it's not Gardevoir Sylveon, Tag Team. Alright, we'll just play the Frying Pan. At this point, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, just keep doing Steel Fist. We'll save the hand. We have Nest Ball Acerola if he even does somehow get any damage on me. He's doing 60 less, so even if he does, we can just do Acerola, go into a fresh guy. He doesn't have his abilities anymore either because of Power Plant. He can't do Secret Spring. He didn't even get a Gardevoir in play, so that Marshadow really mucked him. I kind of want him to get the Gardevoir. Even though we'll win the game here with Heavy Impact, I want him to get Rare Candy Gardevoir. Just because, yeah, there's the scoop. And there's the game, and I think that'll wrap today's PTCGO video. I mean... the games weren't, like, insanely good, but honestly, we're showing off the strength of this deck. It's a deck that, like, kind of plays like a aggressive deck with Lucario, but you can also play this deck kind of like a stallish deck, using the hammers, using the power plants, and the Marshadow tactics. You can kind of see how this deck kind of comes together and works. And, again, you want to find fairy decks, so I'm glad we got to play against the fairy deck, because, again, this deck is, like, kind of aimed to beat those type of fairy decks. So if you're scared of Gardevoir Sylveon, play a deck like this because you have an answer to fairy types because of the metal typing of Lucario Melmetal. That's one of the things I like about this deck. And I actually do like this list quite a bit. You have some bad matchups, obviously. Pikarom can be a little shaky. Obviously, Reshizard is not preferred either. So there are some pretty tough matchups for this deck. But overall, I do think Lucario Melmetal is a okay archetype. I forgot to add a second secret poke. Yeah, there we go. Kind of wish I did that earlier in the video. But yeah, that'll wrap today's PTCGO video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe on the road to reaching 5,000 subscribers. And of course, guys, check out Card Cavern TCG. If you guys are looking for Unbroken Bonds codes still, head over to Card Cavern, get them there. Card Cavern is the best place to get PTCGO codes. Use discount code LDF in all caps. Get yourself a beautiful discount on your Unbroken Bonds code purchase. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on another video tomorrow on Unbroken Bonds and maybe a live stream. So have a good day. Bye.